me is I always try new things and hope for the best. What I can say about CloudTrucks as a company, I think they're pretty on point. I think what they have going on could be probably one of the best things for an owner-operator. And it's great concept, probably one of the best concepts I've ever came across. The issue, and I know tons of brokers in my area, tons of brokers. I have local freight that I can set up that pays good. The only issue is CloudTrucks MC number doesn't have a good compliance rating from what the brokers are saying. So is it CloudTruck's fault? No. It's the drivers for CloudTrucks. The drivers, I don't know if it's bad inspections, tickets, or just what it is. But, like, for instance, the last 2 weeks, actually pretty much since I started, but it's really been bad the last couple weeks, where I find a load going out, and it's always on like Uber Freight or Coyote or JB Hunt or CH Robinson or something along them lines. I can find a great rate from home going out. Then you get on the board, you unload in the morning, the next day, you get on the board, and this, like for instance, the last couple weeks, I talked to at least 5 to 10 brokers that, well, yeah, we have the load. We got the load. Yeah, what's your NC number? And I give a CloudTrucks NC number. Oh, we're sorry. I'm sorry, but we can't work with you guys. You didn't pass compliance. 10 brokers today. I had decent paying loads from Pennsylvania, of all places, coming back home that would have delivered tomorrow. And if I do that back and forth, I have a good system. So I spent an hour and a half talking to brokers, and every single one of them said they can't work with me because CloudTrucks doesn't pass compliance, which sucks because CloudTrucks has the whole business concept that they have is awesome. I just wish there was a way, like, I don't know what to do. So every owner operator knows, if you can't book loads because your MC number doesn't meet requirements and compliance, you're not going to make any money. Literally, at least 3 brokers was like, man, I really want to, but my hands are tied. He's like, we have it. You could go picks up anytime, delivers first thing in the morning, right there by your house. Would have had it, but they don't work with CloudTrucks, and I hope things change for them. But I'm gonna have to probably, and I really wanted to do this, I'm gonna probably get my own authority because I'm good at picking loads. I mean, I was good at picking freight regardless of, I mean, I still had issues obviously, but I'm definitely going to get my own authority because I think I can do it. But then again, when you have a new authority, then you're going to deal with the same issues because now you don't have the time. So I don't know. I'm probably going to, I have a meeting tomorrow with a business executive about setting up an authority and all that. I got another meeting with a lease on. I mean, I feel like in this age, at this time, in this world, if you want to be a local owner operator, the only way you can do it is you have to lease your truck. And do have a good contract that is supposed to start next week. It's a 12-hour day. I drop the trailer right by my house. It's a round trip, and I drop the trailer right back there, but it's not at the rate that, I mean, it's probably around $7,000 a week gross. I like for the hours I'm working and the weight, and it has multiple stops, and it's 3 in the morning, be home at 3, so not home till 4, be in bed by 7. I feel like I would be killing myself. I mean, it would pay good. Definitely, I would make good money. But I do have some round trip stuff in the works. I can still run that if I get my own authority, they said. So that's what's going on with CloudTrucks. But I don't, if any of the CloudTrucks people see this, I would never say, I don't really think there's anything bad about the concept of the company. I'd say the only thing you're lacking in is the compliance with your number. But that has nothing to do with CloudTrucks as a company. That has everything to do with the drivers. And we see it all the time out here. Like I literally, all day long, these drivers flipping around you, speeding. It's just, I don't understand what is going on out here with these truckers. It's like they don't have legs kicked up on the dash, on their phones, driving down the road. I was in Pennsylvania yesterday, going through the gorge there on 80, coming, and this truck whips around. It's 60 miles per hour. It's raining. You can barely see. I got my cruise set for 70. He whips around me at least 85, 90. It was coming to a one lane and slams into cones and whips in front of me. I had to slam on my brakes. It's like that. Yeah. But yeah, anyway, let me get back to the point. CloudTrucks is a good company. I like the idea. They just have to get drivers or figure out a way to get their score up. Because their compliance score with these brokers will not work with them. And I do a lot of loads for different brokers in my area that run all the companies, or a lot of the companies in the area. They won't work with them. And I have a couple dispatchers that I have brokerages in Michigan, and they have contracts with all the local factories, and they work with all kinds of brokers. And when they say type in CloudTrucks MC, they say nope. So I can't even work with my dispatchers because they won't work with a MC number. And if they had a good compliance score, every owner-operator should work for them. They just have to get that MC number up, that number. That's the only issue. If you come to CloudTrucks right now, they have to figure out, they have to figure out how to get their compliance score a lot better, because the only brokers that'll deal with them are like Uber Freight, Coyote, Landstar. You know, there's some, they work with them, C.H. Robinson and stuff. But if you go on DAT or 123 load board, I would say 80%, 70 to 80% of the brokers on those load boards, not the CloudTrucks load board. CloudTrucks has their own load board. I'd say a majority will work with them. But even then, I called right off the CloudTrucks broker, or the CloudTrucks app. I clicked right on it, and they said they won't work with them. So that's crazy. So I would say I've talked to at least 50 brokers in the last week. 2 weeks, we'll say 2 weeks, 50 brokers that will not work with CloudTrucks. It's a damn shame. So that's what's going on with that. And you guys know me, you've been following me a while. I like to try new things. I'm a risk taker, and I took a big risk, and I had it set. I mean, if their number was up, it would have been good. It would have been good. And that compliance number, man, these brokers are, and then the only brokers that'll really deal with them. I mean, you can get good freight here and there. I don't know. I'd say my average cents per mile, maybe. I don't know. I've had some $3.50s. I've had some $4 a mile. I've did run some $2 a mile just to get back home. So I would say $2.60, $2.70, $2.50 a mile. So I know rates are down, but compared, it just stinks because there's nothing that CloudTrucks can do. As a company, they're great. They got all their, I mean, it's a great trailer rental, cheap, compared to like buying your own trailer. I've owned, if you remember in my past videos, I bought 2 reefer trailers. I was paying like, I don't even remember, maybe close to $1,000 a month to finance them a piece. That's $2,000, so $1,000 so their trailer rental's a little bit cheaper than that, but they pay instantly. Yeah, everything as a whole, as a company, the whole concept is on point. It's just the compliance number. The compliance number has a bad reputation with brokers right now. I'm not saying that things will change in the future, but I don't know. It's going to be at least, from what different brokers I've talked to, it's going to be at least 6 months to a year before they can get, and that depends on their drivers. You know, it could be 6 months, it could be a year before their number gets more compliant. But that's what's going on. I don't know. I'll let you know this trucking stuff is hard, guys. It's hard work, but I would never want to be a company driver just because. And I'm not saying that's not going to work for you. It's just I've been an owner operator for 8 years, and I enjoy the money, and you're basically, you know, almost your own boss, you know. Doing it this way would have been just great, but that number, man. So that's what's going on. I'll have another video in about a week on what I'm doing. I know what works for me and I know what don't. Plus, I've been doing overnights. I haven't had to do overnights in about 5 years. So, but my local brokers won't work with CloudTrucks, so I thought, I'm like, oh well, I can still make it work. You can't make money if you can't work with brokers, because the brokers run the trucking industry. I don't care, unless you go directly to the customer, you better know how to set up rate cons. But this trucking industry runs, the brokers run it. If you can't work with brokers, you can't make money. And it's nothing against CloudTrucks. Like I said, you can't make money if the brokers don't work with you. If your MC number's doesn't have a good reputation, they won't work with it. So you can't make money. That's just the best, easiest, bluntest way to put it. The trucking industry is ran by brokers. Can't work with them, can't make money. So it's another thing when you're contracting or you're doing one of these owner-operator companies, make sure their MC number is compliant. You can, there's internet sites where you can check on it and it shows their compliance score, which I learned my lesson on that. It's the first time this has happened where I can't use somebody's number that much. I can use it, I'm limited, I'm very limited, and if you want to be local, that ain't happening. I could be over the road, run for CloudTrucks, probably do, you know, decent money. If you're over, that's, I would say, if you are an owner operator and you want a good company and you want to run over the road where you're gone, you could probably do all right. If you want to stay regional and local, you could probably do all right too. It's just, I've been local for so long, so I'm very picky. I want to have my cake and eat it too. And it depends what area you're in too with CloudTrucks. So, if you could be in an area where they have a ton of C.H. Robinson running local stuff and power only, whatever, they have it all. So, it just doesn't fit my work schedule. The way I work, I've made more money as a local owner operator than I ever did. 300 plus a year as a local. And that's only working 5 days a week, weekends off. 6-7 hour days sometimes. I used to run 300 miles round trip and then a 30-mile run. It was at like 1,500 a week or 1,500 a day. So, a couple times I ran shuttles for a month where I was at like $10,000, $11,000, $12,000 in that week, in that 5 days. Like, so I personally, in my area, I've made the most money local. It might not be that way in your area, but I have been local for so long that that's what I like to do. And I made the most money doing it, and I'm home every day and I have weekends off, so it works great. And I thought I could wing it with CloudTrucks, but I don't think it's going to be possible right now. If their MC, I will tell you this much, if their MC number jumps up, I will 100% go back to them. If my brokers say, oh, we can work with them now, and they get their compliance score up, yeah, I for sure would do it because it gives me the freedom. I don't have them calling me all the time, complaining about things. I don't have to worry about, you know, it's pretty laid back. You don't have to worry, you know, you have brokers calling and stuff about loads, but that's what's going on. So I'm gonna head home. I got a meeting tomorrow.